Jesus' Name Above All Names, August 3rd, Daily Devotional by Ellen G. White, Crucified Redeemer. Then Agrippa said unto Paul, Almost thou persuadest me to be a Christian. Acts chapter 26, verse 28. The whole company had listened spellbound to Paul's account of his wonderful experiences. The apostle was dwelling upon his favorite theme. None who heard him could doubt his sincerity, but in the full tide of his persuasive eloquence, he was interrupted by Festus, who cried out, Paul, thou art beside thyself, much learning doth make thee mad. The apostle replied, I am not mad, most noble Festus, but speak forth the words of truth and soberness, for the king knoweth of these things, before whom also I speak freely. For I am persuaded that none of these things are hidden from him, for this thing was not done in a corner. Then turning to Agrippa, he addressed him directly. King Agrippa, believest thou the prophets? I know that thou believest. Deeply affected, Agrippa, for the moment, lost sight of his surroundings and the dignity of his position. Conscious only of the truths which he had heard, seeing only the humble prisoner standing before him as God's ambassador, he answered involuntarily, Almost thou persuadest me to be a Christian. Earnestly the apostle made answer, I would to God that not only thou, but also all that hear me this day, were both almost and altogether such as I am, adding, as he raised his fettered hands, Accept these bonds. Festus, Agrippa, and Bernice might in justice have worn the fetters that bound the apostle. All were guilty of grievous crimes. These offenders had that day heard the offer of salvation through the name of Christ. One, at least, had been almost persuaded to accept the grace and pardon offered. But Agrippa put aside the proffered mercy, refusing to accept the cross of a crucified Redeemer. The king's curiosity was satisfied, and rising from his seat, he signified that the interview was at an end. As the assembly dispersed, they talked among themselves, saying, This man doeth nothing worthy of death or of bonds.